away. Great ball for Smith. Smith's in behind. Hopkins chasing. Shoots and scores! Great ball and again another. Here we go! Lines it up. We're away! Lines it into the bottom corner! Really well there. Moffat cuts inside. Moffat! What the great catch! Welcome back to FBTV, part of the Football Brisbane Media Group. I'm Robert Blanch and we're here at Luxury Paint Stadium for this final 2012 Veto League match between Lions FC and University of Queensland. And as the players make their way out onto the field, let's check the team lineups. Today's final match of the 2012 Veto League season is of little consequence to the table, but will be very important for a Lions side looking to go into the final series in good form and with good confidence. Lions coach Graham Ross will be happy with the progress from the start to the end of this season, but knows now is the time his side must shine, and of recent times they've been the side most likely to do that. University of Queensland coach Glenn Volker will be happy to see the end of the season where his side has played some fantastic football, but also seen them go through patches of inconsistency where they've dropped points in games they should have won. The officials for tonight's match are referee Matthew Gillette and his assistant referees Drew Ninnis and Crystal Muller. Thomas for Ishikawa steps outside, goes around Nitsky, cuts it back. Carlos with the shot, hasn't been cleared. Finally, Uni get to clear their lines. They'll look to break quickly. David looking wide. First time ball in. Shot comes in, and Blakey pushes it around for a corner. Sakawa gets it back, goes through the middle, gets a clip. Free kick comes back for that. Thomas shoots. Ooh. Royland puts it around the corner. Loyal does well. Liddell, shot comes in again! And Wilson there on the spot, taps in to make it 1-0 in the 17th minute here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Another corner swung in. Simic off the line. No! Goal, says referee, and Mateus Simic picks one up from the corner to double the Lions' lead. Campbell is a cower, gets it back. Good football in the middle of the park. Thomas, Butler in behind, gets to the goal line, cuts it back, and Musson near post run, cuts across and makes it 3 in the 27th minute. Shepherd, David, Nitsky, good close play from the students, nicked. Musson looking for options. Aviles down the line. Isakawa takes over, uses his pace, cuts it across. Good save by Loyland. Campbell rolls it forward. Villes forward, over the top. Butler gets around Lamont, cuts it across. Wilson on his own, no pressure, slides it into the back of the net and gets his hat-trick in the 41st minute here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Short corner. shot from distance from Isakawa goes just wide of the post. Another corner. This time the goalkeeper dives on it. Second half here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Great ball through for Musson. Gets his head up, plays it wide off the post, and Lamont puts it straight out for a corner. Sakau early. Butler knocking it around nicely, the home side. Slid through for Isakawa. He's run that channel well. Gets his head up, and Lamont! And Liddell has to put the defender's clearance over the bar. Thomas floats it in. O'Sullivan, unmarked, nods it in and makes it 5-0 in the 63rd minute. Just the thing that Lions needed coming into the finals playoff. Tobin lays it back. Thomas gives it away. Uni, will they look to break quickly? They'll try. David, forward. Stuart McLean, back for Loic David, goes it around, pushes his shot, just past the post. Uni corner swung in. Aviles looks to play out. Confident play from the home side. And that's the final whistle, which sees this final round 26 Veto League clash end. Lions FC 5, University of Queensland 0. Glenn, I suppose not the result you wanted for the end of the season, but it's been a long, hard one, and I suppose one where University need to go away and have a bit of a look at themselves as to where they can improve next season.
You're telling me to stick myself in a room full of mirrors and take a long, hard look, are you? I've said that to myself a couple of times this year. Yeah, look, it's been probably the toughest season that I've been involved with the club. We've had a lot of player movement. I just sort of felt as though we were settling on a lineup at times, and then lose 2 or 3 of those players for extended periods or for the season. But the depth of the club has still shone through. I think the reserve grade played a great game today against the top of the table Lions and showed what they can do. And the boys have fought really hard all year. But another game like we get a chance or two early on and we don't take them, and you get punished for those things in this league. And this season has been really tough in that no relegation or promotion to fight for, and when you're out of the top 6 and you can't get relegated, but you don't know what's going to happen next year, it's really hard to make plans, because if we didn't get in, then there's a number of clubs who unlucky to miss out, and where do they go next year? And that was difficult to deal with through the year, but we just had to hope and plan on the fact that we were getting through, and that's why I suppose some of the results, in a league where it meant something, we'd have gone out and made sure that we shut up shop a little bit more at times, or really consolidated, but we tried to work to a bit of a plan and try to put pressure on teams, and if it didn't come off, obviously we were going to cop some, and that's why the scores for our side, I think, blew out. Some people might call it naivety, but I'd call it planning for the future.
From a playing perspective, I suppose the inconsistency would be the thing that the players may be having a look at most of all throughout the season.
Look, I think to be fair to the team, we put in a reasonable effort for the year. It's a long season, 26 rounds, and I think we can take something out of the fact that we, going the last four games this season, we weren't not necessarily going to finish where we did, 10th out of 14. So we battled hard, showed some uni spirit and some ticker, and I think all in all we were working at achieving a few things during the year from a footballing perspective. Forget about the results and focus on football. So I think with Glenn and the coaching staff's leadership and then that of the playing group, we've actually done some pretty good things in a good footballing competition. Let's not take anything away from the teams we're playing.
Well, I'd say an emphatic 5-0 victory out here today, without, I suppose, getting into top gear, I would suggest. One of the things that we've noticed, I suppose, over the last 6 weeks is I see as a turning point was the victory over Rochdale at Rochdale. Since then, the side has been genuine top 6 contenders, and come the last round, find yourself in that final series berth.
Oh, listen, it's been a long old season, you know. It's been lots of ups and downs, and certainly beating Rochdale would give any club a boost, you know. It's not something that anyone's been able to do in the last couple of years. So, yeah, that certainly gave us a boost, but, you know, other sort of stirring wins as well, you know, has helped us along, and it's the start of the season, I mean, was tough, you know. We lost the first 3 and we conceded something like 16 goals. So, from there on, I think we took stock, and you know, it's been a big turnaround, you know, and the boys have knuckled down and realised what it is in the Premier League, and yeah, we find ourselves in the top 6, which was our goal at the start of the season, and got to be pretty happy with where we finished. Yeah.
Going into the final series, Wednesday night at this stage, again out at Rochdale, so no fears of going there. Again, do you see that as a very winnable match?
Never. No, I would never allow myself the luxury of thinking, you know, go to Rochdale and that'll be an easy win. No chance in the world. So, you know, and I wouldn't even say not going there with any fear, you know, because as soon as you allow yourself that, then you'll get thumped by them, you know. And they're back in, I believe there's a couple of injuries there, but, you know, they still were able to put 5 past Olympics. So that's the sort of side they are. So go there not prepared, then you'll be on the back of a thumping, that's for sure. So finals football is completely different. So, yeah, we just got to be ready for it, and hopefully we do well on the night.
Successful season, obviously, on the field, coming up from Division 1, making the final series in the first year. Quite an achievement, because the league has been very strong this year. And on another note, inclusion in the new 2013 BPL for next year in Brisbane.
Yeah, it's very nice news to get that confirmed today. We're looking forward to that league next year. And certainly, you know, when we first came up, we knew it was going to be a big task, you know, basically to rebuild not only our side but reserve grade side, and look at the infrastructure as far as bringing our youth players through as well. So when we get to today, you know, being in the top 6, our reserves won the league. Our youth came second just on the last day of the season, and our second youth team won it. So we've got to be very happy with what we've put in place, and it's all heading in the right direction for next year for sure.
Well, there we have it, the end of the 2012 Vito Premier League, with a 5-0 victory to Lions FC over the University of Queensland. Now, Paulie and myself will be out at Redlands United on Wednesday night for the first semi-final between Redlands United and Wolves FC.